All right, folks, Parallel Play to Earn is absolutely crazy right now. It is rare that I talk about Play to Earn. It's rare that I make a video discussing anything to do with earning money from playing games. That's usually something I leave to other people, but this opportunity is nuts. And because it's right in the on-chain TCG space, Web3 TCGs, trading card games with NFTs, I felt like I just had to tell you guys. I just have to tell you, this is really crazy. This is one of the best. Listen, you're not going to get rich quick. You're not going to like, oh my God, you're rich. You made $1 million. Obviously, it's not like that. But this is one of the craziest opportunities I have ever seen in a while. I mean, we're starting to get into bull market territory, and this is interesting. So let me show you guys what is good. I'll make this text a little bigger, maybe. Can we zoom in? Camera a little smaller. All right. I just wrote it out and kept it nice and simple. Parallel TCG. You love it, you hate it, don't really care. I'm just here to tell you the facts. Right now, starter decks cost 1/100th of an ETH, which is around $35 to $40, depending on the day. And by the way, I should say this is March 15th, 2024, the 15th of March. If you're watching this months or years from now, none of this is accurate. This is a video with a short shelf life. Don't do this if it's not like within a few weeks of me posting this. Double check. Don't get screwed, okay? This is one of those things, this very like short-term thing, probably at the current like numbers I'm showing you. So keep that in mind. And also, if you're watching this and if you are a person who's interested in playing to earn, maximizing your rewards from these on-chain games, do this today. Don't wait weeks. Don't say I'll try it next month. If you're that person, do this right after you watch the video. Don't hesitate, because this is a solid opportunity. I don't know how long it's going to last. So it'd be easier for me to keep this to myself, but I'm making a video for you guys. So this is the deal. Starter decks, like I said, cost 1/100th of an ETH. And the daily earnings, I know it sounds too good to be true, but I've been doing this for about a week now, and you guys know I don't bullshit. I tell you exactly what's going on. No hidden bullshit here. Daily rewards, if you win 5 games a day, doesn't matter how much you lose, just got to win 5, means you'll earn about 0.4 Prime tokens. And Prime tokens are currently worth, at the time of my recording this, about $22. I mean, it's been pumping. It's pumped $36 or 36% in the last week. 36%, 20% today in a bloodbath. This token, it's just absolutely nutty. I don't know what the hell. So $22 with a market cap of, for those who want to know the market cap, it's about 580 million market cap. Volume over the last 24 hours, 31 million. So the stats all look pretty reasonable. If we go to the converter, which I use on CoinMarketCap, maybe I should use CoinGecko. I've seen some of CoinMarketCap's data can be outdated sometimes, a little out of date. I have a habit of using this. So 0.4 Prime, I know that's small. Let's zoom in so you can see it, is $8.81. So my earnings today with a beginner deck is about $8 today. Now, what matters here, depending where you live, what country you're in, what kind of economy, first world, third world, etc., that might be a lot of money to you. That might not even pay for your lunch. Depends on, what kind of life, where you're at, what you're living like. I don't judge. You guys know I was in my mom's basement 2 years ago, so I understand, what it's like. The point is, if you buy a starter deck, you will be able to break even in 5 days. The cost of the deck can be earned back in 5 days with 5 wins a day. That's crazy. Now, the starter decks aren't amazing. In fact, they're kind of weak, but it's a starting point, and you can make your money back in 5 days. In any kind of business endeavor, investing in something and making it back in 5 days, even if you have to do some work in the process, that's usually not how it works. That's like, usually if you go garage sailing, you have to buy something, put it on eBay, flip it, sell it. It takes a month to get the money. This is 5 days, right? Now, they send these out every so often. I don't know, like every couple of weeks or whatever. So you have to wait till the rewards actually get sent out. But you can trust it. There's no worries there. So you buy the deck, You grind out your wins. In 5 or 6 days, you're break even. From there, it's all profit. And then what you can do is you can reinvest in the cards, or you can cash out, or some combination. I'm thinking of doing roughly 50-50. Reinvest half, cash half of it out to cover some bills. I want to tell you guys about this because this is making a difference for me. This is going to cover some extra bills. I can pay my internet bill. I can pay the heat bill. I can actually buy some groceries. I can actually do some stuff with this. This is some real play to earn. So that's why I'm telling you guys. And again, I don't know. Our starter deck's going to sell out. Are earnings going to be tougher to get? Are they going to go down? Is Prime going to go down? There's a lot of things, which is why right now is a good time to potentially do this if you want to get a full NFT deck in this game to be able to earn and to cover your costs that fast. Now, just to quickly go through the rest of this doc, and then we'll wrap up. This is just a quick video because I want to tell you guys about this. So, like I said, we've covered this. Starter decks are cheap. You can get it in 5 days. Rewards are issued on base L2. That's an L2 on Ethereum. It's Coinbase's L2. So you can swap your Prime to USDC or whatever, and you won't have to deal with the L1 gas fees. It'll be low fees, so you're not going to get gas locked like you can with L1 tokens. To earn any real amount, you must use a 40 NFT deck. Decks in Parallel have 40 cards in them, and I'll do another video soon, maybe talk about some Parallel strategy for beginners. This is just economic stuff, but if you use anything less than 40 cards, your earnings are massively reduced. It's not worth it at all. You need to use all 40 cards as NFTs. If you buy a starter deck, it will give you a 40 NFT deck for that 0.01 ETH. So that's all you need. But if you want to use any apparitions, your earnings will go to shit. Don't do it. Also, in my opinion, there's some different perspectives on this. In my opinion, it's a bad idea to grind with the virtuals. They call them apparitions, like playing cards in Gods Unchained. Except you can't forge them into NFTs. They're just plain forever. It's a bad idea to use those some of the time and then NFTs other times because you're going to grind up to higher ranks with the stronger virtual deck. And then when you switch to the NFT deck, you're going to lose so many games. It's going to take way longer to get 5 wins, and you're going to D-rank all the way back down. It's better to just stick with the NFT deck, be at the rank that you're meant to be, as good as you are, plus the deck's potential, and over time strive to get better and potentially reinvest some of your rewards into more cards. Like, that to me makes sense. Exclusively grind with the NFT deck, make it better over time, even if it means being at low ranks for longer. I'm literally like gold 5, which is not that high, but I'm having a great time. And I'm improving the deck each day. People are very generous in Parallel. I've even been gifted some cards. And of course, I want to be crystal clear. I'm not actually using a starter deck. I played Parallel 6 months ago, so I'm using a deck that's maybe like 25 cards of the starter deck, but I have like swapped out like almost half of the deck. So I'm using a slightly stronger deck, and that's worth mentioning. But I've looked at the starter decks. I played with them in the past. You can definitely get some wins. You're just going to be at low ranks when you start, and that's fine. And just to emphasize this, there's no seasonal rewards. So the only real benefit in getting high ranks with a virtual deck, for example, is if you can really crush, you might be able to get a scholarship management type situation, get a whale to let you use their cards and split the earnings. That could be very lucrative, but that's very difficult to do. For most people, it's going to be much easier and more profitable just to stay at low ranks until you really are ready for the higher ranks and just focus on your 5 wins a day. In my opinion, going to high ranks for the clout is rarely worth it unless you think you're that guy or that girl, and you could be, who's going to get the attention of the whales and basically get a management deal. If you think you're that person, hit me up. I'll help you do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying if you're like me and you're more of a B+, A- player, but you're not like S tier, you might be happier with your 5 wins a day. Okay, trying not to let this take forever. We already talked about this. 5 wins a day puts you in the profit, and then you can reinvest if you want. Like I said, 60-40 is kind of my mindset. Reinvest 60%, cash out 40. I'm looking forward to paying for the internet, buying some groceries. Not because I need to, although I am kind of broke right now since I'm building this business, and we're kind of at that point where it's a lot of work to keep things going. It's going well, but it's just early in the process of building the Flux content business. But even if I don't need to, it just feels fun to know that I'm paying for my bills with my goddamn video game money. You know, it's not even like a sponsorship. It's like, no, I play the game fucking pays me, and I pay my bills. It just feels cool. It's very exciting. Last thing to talk about and then I'll get out of here. What starter deck should I pick? So people always ask this. Basically, here's your basic breakdown. If you want the easiest wins, the fastest, and you don't want to change the deck at all, go for Markolian or Cathari. Most people pick Markolian. Cathari is kind of like not off meta, but the more secondary choice. I actually think Cathari looks like a lot of fun. Markolian is full aggro war, red deck wins. Cathari is a little bit more of a synergistic combo aggro. Those are the both fastest out of the box aggro decks for the fast grind, lowest effort. Shroud is more of a slow control archetype with strong removals. If you like removing the opponent's stuff over and over, defending and ruining their aggression, Shroud is a good choice. Earthen is a little bit of a hybrid, some aggressive elements, some control elements. It's my personal favorite. It's my class that I play. I'm an Earthen main, and I love it. If you like interesting, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's cool. You have like defenders, which means that usually attackers choose in this game, but with defenders, you get to choose who defends. So you have a little more of like a defender's choice type of play style. You have a lot of stat buffs. Earthen also has a cheap AoE spell called Virulent Spores, which is very strong against Markolian and Cathari. So Earthen has aggressive elements, but also control elements, and I personally love it. It's a very cool class. If you're not sure, I say pick Earthen and join me. But honestly, be careful because the Earthen starter deck might not be that good. You'll probably need to add some cards pretty soon. If you want to do the low effort approach, don't pick Earthen. If you want to nerd out, Earthen's a good choice. And then lastly, Augencore. It's a neat combo class with tons of synergies using upgrades and card draw. They've got a one-turn kill thing, jury-rigged Juggernaut, I think it's called. Although you're not going to get that in the starter deck. It's a legendary. But that's one thing the class offers. There's also just like kind of snowballing where like at first you're drawing a bunch of cards, then you're flooding the board, then the opponent is just doomed. Like it's that like you kind of build up and then all of a sudden you're just way stronger than they can handle. A lot of decision making, a lot of drawing cards and cycling through things. So if that sounds appealing, Augencore, if I wasn't playing Earthen or if I for some reason was not allowed to play Earthen, Augencore would be my second choice. Okay, this was longer than I wanted it to be, but I think it was good to get all those details out there. If you're trying to play to earn, don't miss this opportunity. Get a starter deck, start grinding today, get 5 wins a day for a week, and you're back in the even. You're already in the green. Do it if that's your thing. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Flux signing out.